What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Roxanne, and we are back again. Bitch, I have to tell y'all this story time because some of you bitches will not believe the shit that you gotta pay attention to and that you gotta watch out for, okay, sweets? Let me know if you can hear me or if I need to turn the fan down. I'm gonna tell this story time because I wanna give you guys like I said, I wasn't gonna do the story time, but at first, I was just like, you know what, fuck it, it's content at the end of the day. It's no hard feelings. It is what it is. And then plus, we be grown, so we be knowing what we doing 9 times out of 10. You feel me? But I already blocked people, so I don't have any evidence really to go based off of. Cause I don't feel the need to go back. But it's just I'm only sharing this experience with you guys because there really are people out there who really think genuinely is giving y'all love or is genuinely rooting for y'all. And they're not. So I know y'all looking at my mismatched earrings, that's fine, it's cute. They're not. So you just gotta be okay with the fact that they're not. And listen, let's get into the story time. Okay. So yeah, let's get into the tea. Back, I want to say around mid-summer, last summer, I had ended up seeing one of my old friends that I used to go to school with. I'm going to use the term friends very loosely, very loosely. I used to literally have after school program with this person, but it was cool vibes, cool chill, nothing too crazy. We just going to call him L. And I was like, okay, cool, cool people was so then he was posting his content with some other people, and I was like, let me just, let me follow. Cool. The thing about this story is this is not just with one person. Around the same time, it was at least 3 or 4 people doing the same thing. And what I call this, what I'm about to tell y'all this story time about, is called energy harvesting. And it don't just happen with people that you don't know. It can happen with your friends. It can happen with your family. It can happen around anybody around you, to be honest. Energy harvesting is when a person, sometimes will stay in your energy, in your presence, not really want nothing to do with you, not really want to, be in your space, and kind of just, take your energy and kind of, pose as if it was theirs whole time it was yours. That's something that I'm learning to now deal with, because I learned a long time ago. I said that I was destined for greatness, and a lot of people's not gonna like you when you come out the bat and you be confident within yourself. So let me get back to the story and not go too off the limb. So basically, I was just okay, cool. I'm just about to be friendly because I'm tired of going through the situation of failed friendships. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because we don't need to talk about that. But I was just saying to myself, I'm tired of the failed friendships. So I'm going to give Instagram friendships a try. I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel like I'm leaning more towards TikTok now because I feel like people are more genuine on TikTok. But just know that you can just kind of tell when people are materialistic or certain things. You can just tell. So and this is not me making no biases, because from the beginning, like I said, it was no real red flags that I need to look out for. It was nothing that I felt like I really needed to watch out for. But before y'all call me crazy, before y'all be oh, sis, you're just you know what I mean? Anybody who's ever told me you're just over exaggerating when you could clearly hear the situation and stuff like that, it's because they felt that same way low key deep down about me, and I found that out later too the hard way. So yeah, if somebody makes it seem like you do too much, or you for example, I'm gonna get into the story. Shut up. So anywho, I started being really nice because that's just who I am. And the plus, when I'm smoking, I'm extra nice. I reply to everybody's stories and stuff like that. So I was just constantly being that person to a lot of people that I was seeing doing content, just being yo, you need some pointers, I got you, hit me up, not even on some hit me up, just giving free game type shit, which I didn't mind. It was just a simple fact that I started seeing certain things, I would see certain posts that looked similar to mine, and at first it was okay, cool, these were things that you was doing at first. But then once I started seeing certain people's and attitude change. Like, I mean, like, literally, like, you don't talk that way. Like, I'm not saying that I knew you before, but like, just from watching like your content and doing certain things, like, you didn't do certain gestures, you know what I mean? So it's like, for you to watch my content and take little things and not like give me credit when I gave you credit, I think that that's like, that's not okay. Like, that's not okay. And I'm not telling y'all like everybody gonna do that, because some people feel like they don't owe you nothing. Sometimes when people feel like they see something and they want to copy it, they just want to copy it. But the thing about that is that people need to understand, people put their time and their effort into their look, their space. Their space. And you know what I mean? Like, for a long time, I was very hesitant about this. And the thing that really kind of bothered me is because like, I felt like I was genuinely building like a friendship with this person. I thought they was cool peoples. Like, I was constantly gassing them because I'm like, you're so pretty, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, like, it was just, like, even though everything seemed so perfect, the vibe just still was off. And it's like, I feel like sometimes when God, like, knows that something that you don't know, every time you try to, like, be around certain people, it'll just go wrong. And I'm not making this video to, like, say, like, anything bad about the next person, but I'm just saying that so that y'all open your eyes, for one, and for two, sometimes it's not even that it's just you or the other person, it's just y'all just don't align. And it's okay to say, you know what, we don't align, but you still cool peoples. But one thing about it, two things for sure, don't come with my stuff and make it seem like I'm like, you know what I mean? Don't come to me and tell me, oh, you pop in, and then not make it known to the world, you know what I mean? Like, not make it known to the world, like, yeah, some of her ideas, like, she's so dope, like, check out her channel, like, I copy some of her shit too, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a bold ass bitch. Like, if I see something that I like of yours, I'm gonna tell you, is it okay if I use this? Is it okay if I, like, you know what I mean? Y'all, it's getting bad out here, because it's like, I'm cool peoples. Like, I know you got a lot of weird ass women out here, but I'm cool peoples. You could talk to me. You want ideas? You need help with something? You know what I mean? Like, some people, the thing that I'm learning is some people's not gonna come to you and be like, you know, you're great at what you do. Like, can you give me some pointers? Like, this, that, and the third. Like, how do you get over adversities? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, I'm an open book. Just ask me. I'm not weird on no weird energy or none of that. Like, I know when people, like, overly express that shit, like, it makes you, like, very, like, questionable. Don't get me wrong, like, I've been in those situations where it's like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, and then something happens where it's like, you know what I mean? That's why I never say never. However, I know my morals, and I know where I stand with myself, and I know certain things that I'm not just personally gonna go for, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when I be posting shit on the gram and shit like that, I know a lot of people be thinking, oh, you, like, stuck up, you like this, that, and the third. I'm confident. Even on days where I'm not confident, I push myself to feel confident. I push myself to do these things. You know what I mean? There's days where I barely want to get out the house. And I know a lot of people look at me and they're like, you're so gorgeous, you're so pretty. And the thing about that is people hate when you feel that way about yourself. I don't care how pretty you are. People hate when you feel pretty within, without the makeup, with the makeup, with the filters, without the filters. They hate that. That's one thing I'm learning, they hate it. I had to do this because it's like, it was like something that kind of happened too that made me realize that that person really wasn't for me. Cause like I was sitting on the live and I was just like, I feel like I be like scared to talk to y'all. Not scared, like I'm still getting over some people pleasing tendencies. So it's like I was constantly like, just recently in this year, I'm constantly getting it out of my head. Just because you tell your story don't mean you're gossiping. Doesn't mean that you're trying to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's just like, I was feeling certain people's energies when they were coming to my page, and I know that they were supporters of this person. Like, I would just kind of see them, like, doing certain things, trying to, like, see if, like, one person was, like, doing another thing. Like, I don't know if it was a thing that was said, but I just felt, like, this energy of, like, a copycat. Like, somebody was trying to make it seem like either I was or, like, you know what I mean? Like, and listen, I don't go for none of that because I just don't like that stuff. Like, y'all don't understand. Even back in school, I was one of those kids where it's like, yeah, you could copy me, but don't copy word for word. You know what I mean? I'm cool people. You can have my paper, but don't copy word for word. Matter of fact, do your own work. Ew. Yeah, and then one thing that I'm also realizing, y'all, like now that I'm getting out of these tendencies and doing these things, I'm not low maintenance at all. I'm high maintenance as fuck. I like my nails done. I like my toes done. I like my makeup done. I do my own makeup. But I don't have time to do my hands and my feet, so it's how I want to go get that shit done. I'm high maintenance as fuck. Okay? No. Like, when I look back at the things that I, like, settled for in life, the things that I did not, like, for example, that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you got people in your life from your past that's, like, coming back after they know that they done did you in, don't be sitting over there like trying to make it seem like, you know, maybe just this one time, maybe if things like went right this time. Like, sometimes we sit there and try to make excuses for people that we prayed for, like, their energy to be removed. The same people that we make excuses for, listen, we make excuses for people that we pray to remove from our life. We gotta stop doing that. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, yo, we gotta get into these looks. Can we talk about this makeup? I did a full face bead. A full face. And it's given. It's given, bitch. I'm so tired of people telling me, like, you changed. I just couldn't be myself. I was in a household where I couldn't be myself. I was around friends where I couldn't be myself. I was around family where I couldn't be myself. But now, bitch, my fruity ass self is about to come out. And there's nothing nobody could do about it. Once I started realizing, damn, bitch, you're that bitch. You got too many bitches trying to steal your ideas, steal your identity. You are that girl. And to the people that's looking at this video like you're not all that, bitch, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I look like? Cause, like, I'm so tired of, like, the passive aggressive energy. Like, y'all, I'm a dope ass person. Just don't send no bullshit my way. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, a lot of people have these, like, narratives about me, like, based off of other people. And then when they come back into my life, they will tell me, yo, you're the best person that I've ever had in my life. And it's like, because, like, I'm the type of person, one, I battle BPD, so I love strongly more than it. Like, one thing about people that battle BPD, we love and we care for people. Like when we feel something, we feel it. If we love you, we love you. If we dislike you, we dislike you. And there's nothing you can do about that. And one thing about BPD, if we on one page with you, say for example, if we're on the highest of our highs, like where we love you, and we'll love you. If we do not like you, shit, that shit changes so fast. And sometimes, like, that's the reason why I feel like I kept this person in my vicinities longer than I should have, is because, for one, it was like, I started questioning, like, is it me? Like, sis is giving good vibes, good energy. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, is it me? Am I the culprit? Am I the hater? Am I, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I was confident. Anytime, like, sis was really popping on doing shit, like, sis, you're really doing a damn thing. And then I noticed, like, when I started doing certain things and my channel started evolving, it was like, it started to get a little quiet. And it's like, then it's, I don't know. You guys tell me, like, am I tripping? Do you guys experience things like this? That's Albie, don't worry. He's with his dad. He's good, y'all. Like, I know I came on this platform and not so long ago I was talking to you guys about the things that I was going through. But don't get me wrong, just because I talk about the things that I go through, I grow through what I go through. That's what makes me stronger every time. Even if I gotta grow through that shit by myself, I do it. I'm not saying that I want to stay by myself, because like I said, I want a family. I want my soul family. I want my tribe. But at the same time, I know that a lot of people don't want to see you win when you're winning already. Even if you don't got nothing to your name, they don't want to see that. A lot of people would rather, like, see you down. They would rather see you talking about how you down. Like, you see how, like, when I was coming up here bummy, bitches was screenshotting my shit. Like, I'm sorry, YouTube. But yeah, like, people was screenshotting my stuff, making it seem like, hey, why she look like that here? Why she look like that there? Now I look like this. What can you say? I loved all parts of me, y'all. Like, I love all parts of me. And y'all know how I am. Like, I don't shut up about something. If it's on my mind, I'm going to talk about it. I don't care if I talk about the same thing in every video. I'm going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, if it bothers me, I'm going to talk about it. And what I mean bother, like, don't think that I let anything get under my skin. It's just, Some things I don't understand because I don't think like other people. Like, and I'm not saying it to sound better. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, you know how like when you're coming from like a really pure place and it's just like, damn, like I just really want more people where I could just vibe with, and I felt that vibe, but it's just like I also felt that vibe of like, nah, this person might outshine me. I can't have you around. I'm getting like I'm doing too good with what I'm doing, like, and it's like, baby, like for anything we could have grown with each other. We could have like really like, cause you got great potential. Like you could dress, you could do your shit. Like you got this in a bag. We could have really, but understand, it's not about the potential that you see in a person. Sometimes rejection is protection. That's the title of this video. Rejection is protection, guys. That goes for men, that goes for friends, that goes for family, everything, everything. I've been waiting to like do these like talks in the afternoon more because I feel like I love them. Like I really, really love them. I love doing my talks in the afternoon because it's like I'm able to vibe. Like the house is kind of sleep, kind of. How he takes his nap just during the day, so he be like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm up. What we doing? We outside tonight or what? Like he be ready, but nah, like I'm so like, y'all, I know I was coming to y'all and I was talking to y'all about a lot of stuff, but like recently I'm just getting back into my bag of who I am. Like I truly forgot who I was, and I would say that I have no shame in that. I lost who I was for some time. And the blessing about this, I was just saying this the other day, when you know God, you can't lose yourself. You can't lose yourself. You may go astray, but you can't lose yourself, because if God is within you, you can't lose. And that's what people don't understand. There's been so many times where like I've been left for dead by family, friends. Like, baby, you can't do nothing to me. I don't care how many beauty spells people send. I don't care how many times people send death spells my way, suicidal spells to block my throat and my fucking third eye. Like, and that's another thing. When you tell people what you're into spiritually, they're going to test you. They're going to send you spiritual things. And for those people who don't think spiritual things are real, like voodoo, hoodoo, all that stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, you make it 10 times easier for people who don't believe in it. You make it 10 times easier for the people that actually do that stuff when you don't believe in it. I'm serious. Y'all need to start going to, even if you don't believe in it, y'all need to start going to like the witch doctors and shit like that. See, like, is somebody putting like magic on me? Like, is somebody doing certain things? Like I was telling y'all in like my podcast where I was saying like I went to Dunkin' Donuts and the lady had seen me this one time. She muttered under her breath what sounded like she wasn't even speaking English. And the thing about it was so scary because everything that day like was just not coincidental after running into her. So that's what I'm saying. Energy is so fluid. Just by you touching, talking, looking at someone in their eyes, you can exchange energy with someone. Someone can just tap into your energy portal just by looking at you through the internet. That is why it's so important to gain your boundaries and to understand that when you see something is not aligned, sometimes it's not that you're being rude, it's not that you're being mean, it's not just you're being disrespectful. You can respectfully decline. Because when you're not afraid to respectfully decline something, you're telling the universe, spirit, Allah, God, whoever you believe in, I'm not afraid to walk away from what doesn't serve me. So I'm getting what's in my best and highest good, because I'm going to leave what doesn't serve me alone and I'm going to what does. And I know that I'm still learning from a lot of things. It's a lot of things that I still need to let go of. But however, I'm doing a hell of a good job. I'm doing a hell of a good job. Like, I'm starting to realize there was so many things and so many people who wanted to see me down, and I stayed in my head about that. I stayed in my head about a lot of things, and I'm not just talking about this situation in just this timing. It was just like, y'all, I can't explain it to y'all. Like, people really be thinking like people don't be having spiritual gifts out here. People be really thinking like, when you walk around and you walk around with this ditzy exterior sometimes, because I'm not gonna lie, I walk around very ditzy sometimes, but when you have that conversation with me, you're like, damn, that came out of your mouth? Yes, because Sometimes when you come into a room and you tell people what you know, they then try to play with you even then. So sometimes just sit back. Sitting back and not saying too much will get you a lot of places. Because one thing I learned, I used to be a talker. I used to be a big talker. But now I read the room. Because the energy in the room is going to tell you the truth. And that energy that you read that first time, you better listen to it, Bookie. Oh, I got to give y'all the details on the outfit. It's not fully, like, put together, but I did one of these. It's a brat store outfit. Like, it's really a brat store outfit, guys. So, yeah, like, y'all got to lean into y'all discernment because sometimes, like, I'll just be scrolling through people's pages, like, mindlessly. Like, that's the thing. It's a difference to be scrolling through people's stories mindlessly and then versus timing when you watch when the other person posts. Like, some people don't think you peep certain things. And it's like, no, access denied. You will not play in my face like that, but come on. I've then had family members that tried the shit. Like, come on. Like, and I'm not saying everybody out to get you out here. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is some people know how to cover the tracks so good you will never know. And I know sometimes, you know, you hear that saying from your mom, these girls ain't your friend. They ain't your friend out here. Sadly, sometimes that's true. They're not your friend. And it's okay. It's okay. For all of my people pleasers and my girlies who needs that validation, I love you. The people that's for you is gonna love you. Another thing that let me know I wasn't supposed to be in those rooms with certain people, I felt anxious, butterflies all the time. Just from texting. That's not normal. If you feel butterflies when you're around a person, if you feel like something's just off, that's not the person you need to be around. I got some story times coming up for you guys. I got some story times. But like real story times. I want to go back. Because there's some stories that I feel like I missed that I didn't tell you guys. And I want to tell you guys the stories. Because some of the stories, I don't want to go back down memory lane because some of them are hurtful. But some of them are joyful. And some of them I learned some amazing lessons. So when you guys ask me how did I get over certain things, by telling you guys my stories, by just, you know, having a place to vent. Because like I said before, I didn't have a safe place outside of here at one point. So making you guys my safe place was a good thing for me. And like, y'all don't understand. Looking back from how far I came to now, like, because I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, a year ago, I wouldn't have seen certain things. I would have been like, oh, no, it's just that. Like, let me just stop being that type of person. No. Stop overthinking. Because, like I said in the last video, sometimes the reason why you're, like, wondering why my life falling apart and why is it, like, I'm not gonna lie, life happens, you feel me? But, like, sometimes people be watching, hoping that you don't go to the next level. Because they see your potential when you don't. You know how scary that is? You wishing that somebody get ahead and they're like, no, I want you to stay underneath me. It's like crabs in a barrel. The moment they see you come from the same place they come from and they see you surpassing them, baby, just know they're trying to chop your claw off. Chop your claw off. Man. And I heard for so many months, I heard I didn't know who I was and this, that, and the third. I said that. I said I was searching for myself. Like, the fuck? I said I was searching for myself. We all searching for ourselves. That's another thing. Like, we really gotta stop acting like we don't go through shit. We gotta stop acting like it can never be us. Like, y'all don't understand, like, how many times, like, you'll have people living basic, regular-ass lives, and they'll sit there and make it seem like, or try to make you feel low about your life. I'm not talking about this. Like, everything that I said in this video does not pertain to the person I was talking about. I'm gonna make that very clear. Like I said before, we don't have to, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to spend too much time in the adding, because like I said, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. Like, we don't need to get into that. It's just, I give you guys these things for like a blueprint, kind of, because what one person don't know is like a survival guide in a way, you know? I'm just saying. Listen, you don't gotta do what I tell you to do. But anyway, recently I wanted to talk to you guys because I've been really thinking about doing something different. I heard a lot of people, and I normally don't address rumors either, that's another thing. A lot of people was assuming that I do sex work and things like that because of the trauma stories that I was telling and all of that stuff like that. That's fine. I don't. And even if I did, it's none of y'all business. Like, even if I did, like, it's my life. Like, some of y'all be wanting to do some of this stuff. Like I was just talking to my partner the other day, and I was like, I want to be a ghetto ballerina, which is a stripper. Like, I want to do that. Like, I don't want to be a stripper, but I just want to wear stripper, like, attire and, like, do my videos. Like, and he was like, okay, cool, that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, that's what you want to do. That's how I gain my power back. That's how I own my feminism. Like, you can't tell me how to feminine, period. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people try to boycott your body, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. People are going to judge you when they first see you based off of how you look. Because, listen, we all do it. When you first see a person, what do? Oh, you look so pretty. Oh, they look this, oh, they this, that, and third. That's what you do. But to a certain extent, you feel me? Like, if that's the only thing that your mind is focused on, y'all, like, we got to change that. Because sometimes the prettiest people be ugly inside. And I had to learn that because it was some self-reflection I even had to do within. Like I said before, like, I had to go through an ego death. I had to be humbled by spirit to realize, like, okay, you know what I mean? I had to lose everything to realize I'm no better than nobody. However, it is okay for me to own myself, to own my confidence. It is okay for me to own who I am as a person. Because for a long time, I didn't know who that was. So now that I know who that is, own it. Be the best me. No matter what people are going to say, because people are going to talk about you to the day you die. Who cares? I got some paranormal story times I'm going to tell y'all. Stay tuned for that. Like, I don't know if y'all be watching my videos and peeping. I'm not talking about, like, the flies and stuff, but there be orbs in my videos. Like, when I go back and I look at the videos, there's dead-ass orbs in my videos. And I'm like, is this my angels or is this dead-ass spirits? Like, but that's the thing. Like, what y'all don't understand is, I know I'm gonna sound crazy for this, but I made friends with some of my angels and my demons. Like, even the people that be sending me bad shit, that be trying to knock me off my pivot, I made friends with y'all demons that y'all send me too. Like, so it's like, what's up? Like, imagine trying to send some shit to somebody and then like, no. Imagine you got a bunch of people, like, watching you for one person and y'all all end up falling in love with that person that they was sending you to hate on. Imagine. That's what I say, like, y'all gotta stop focusing on the other shit and get on y'all Zoom. I'm gonna talk to y'all like how I talk to Albie when he in the store showing out. Get on your Zoom. You heard him? That was confirmation. Get on your Zoom. Like, if you know for a fact that you could be doing what I'm doing and you want to sit in the chair that I'm sitting in, do that shit. But remember, this shit is hard and it takes dedication and it is not competition. When you do YouTube, you want to stay in your own lane, guys. I'm serious. Because then when you start stepping in other people's lanes, your supporters, your fan base, they're going to see that. And you're not going to be able to gain genuine love and genuine support. It's going to be through the people that you feel like you got to be the person that you got to be for. You know what I mean? You can have this big personality. Just make sure it fits for who you are in your day-to-day. One thing that I'm learning is Yes, I'm mommy by day, I'm Dommy by day, I'm Dom, whatever the case may be. But when I come over here, it's Roxanne. It's Roxy. You feel me? Like, it's a whole different person. Because one thing I'm realizing is I can separate my work life from who I am as a person. But I'm still that same person, if that makes sense. I hope y'all not losing me. Like I even told y'all in the beginning when I found out about the autism, the BPD, all of that. Guys, I've been telling anybody who becomes friends with me on a personal level, I should have been talking to you guys more openly, because clearly the people that I was allowing in my life, they did not deserve me. You guys truly deserve me. They did not deserve me. You guys deserve me. Like, my people, if you're watching me, you identify yourself by looking at me, then you're my people. I need you under my post. I need you to support me and I support you. You feel me? Like, we're gonna get through this shit together. You content creating, baby, comment underneath my post so that way I can know who you are. You can find me, I can find you. And we're gonna get this shit. We're gonna run this shit the fuck up. Because listen, we can all eat. Nobody has to starve because we can't get out of our head. And don't get me wrong, sometimes some people can be intimidating to the point where it's like, damn, like, you're genuinely doing what I feel like I can't do. But low key, instead of me saying that, instead of me giving you your flowers and learning from you, I want to tear you down. Not tell you to your face, but give you love and support, and then do it with the intent. Y'all get what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, I just learn to just go through life and just allow life to happen, because I can't control how people are gonna feel about me. You know what I mean? That's another thing that I felt like I was trying to do. Like, throughout that whole time, like, I was trying to control how people was feeling about me. Like, that summer, I remember before I had left my parents' house and whatnot, like, I had a bunch of friends that I was like holding on to from like high school and stuff. I really didn't want to let bitches go. Like, those are my bitches. And then I started realizing like people just wasn't really for me, and that was okay. But I did not want to understand that, because it was like, hold on, y'all, my shirt that I custom made for myself, it's like I didn't fully like, work with it how I should. Like, I basically took that's another thing. I gotta come to y'all with some more like looks in the fashion, because like, baby, your girl was down for some time, but I'm back. Like, I had to get my mental together, guys. Like, I really do. But back to what I was saying, like, when I left my parents' house and stuff like that, I was struggling with people pleasing, because like, another thing, like, I was like really like thinking about this, because I was at my mom's house, and I was like, it's certain things that, like, when me and my mom talk and stuff like that, it's like we could talk, but we can't talk for too long, because it's like she doesn't realize that she triggers me in certain ways. And I was realizing that I would like kind of do that in like friendships. So now I kind of have that under control, where it's like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I still like struggle with certain things in certain areas, but like I'm getting it together, if that makes sense. A lot of people feel like, a lot of people tell me like, don't be so open, don't let enough people in where they can hurt you. Like, one thing about me, one thing about a Pisces, if you know, you know. I could tell you my whole life story and you would still not know too much about me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so serious. I could tell you my entire life story and you would still not know the parts that you feel like you need to know. And that's just how it is for me. Like, growing up, like, being in the hood, like, I'm serious. Like, before I grew up and started being in suburban areas and shit like that, this is all I ever known. So being back here, I feel like I'm back kind of in survival mode. That's why it's like, it's time for me to move. It's time for me to get out this space, because I know that I don't want to be in survival mode. Like, I want to be in my soft girl area. Like I said, recently I said to myself it was time to let my hair down. I can't let my hair down in this type of environment. And I feel like as a lot of women, we tend to second guess ourselves because of the environments that we continue to choose to keep ourselves in. Man, it's been a long time coming. I'm not even gonna hold you. I look back at my old pictures and I cry, because the girl that I used to be, the way that I used to let people treat me, I didn't have boundaries. Like, I feel so bad for her, because it's like, when you're in this world, nobody's gonna protect you but you. You gotta protect you. You gotta love on you. She didn't know how to do that because she was never taught that. So like, I had to learn, and I feel like that's why I come here. And I get it, when you're giving people free game, when you're that bitch, so to speak, like when you're that girl, people are not gonna like that, and that's okay. Keep being that girl. Keep being that boy. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, just fuck them. I don't know. Like, I'm so tired of people trying to play nice with me, knowing that they feel some type of way. Like, please, like, get over it. Like, I know you don't. Like, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that even though they show me that they feel some type of way, that I still like don't feel the same way I felt. It just be low key hurtful, because it's like, damn, like, you know, like, I'm the type of person, I told you, I don't shut up until I'm done thinking about it. I need to find something else to talk about, because I feel like this is confirmation, y'all. Like, I told y'all, once I cut people off, I don't think about them. So if I keep thinking about them, I know y'all manifesting me. I know you manifested me. Don't do that. Because as many people could look at this video, and I know I talk in circles, because like, it's a bad habit. I'm learning. I even told y'all from the beginning, I was like, I'm learning to get out of this habit of talking in circles and not really getting much out of the conversation. Like, I'm telling y'all, being around people who don't let you get your point across, who don't make you feel heard, you will become like that. You will feel like each time you talk, it's not worth talking, because you will not be able to get what you have to say out. And that's why I said, I don't care what I do, I have to love myself. And I didn't. And God was like, well, here, you're gonna learn. I'm gonna bring people in your life. I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna push you. And even to this day, I go outside, sometimes I'll get shit that make me feel anxiety so bad to the point where I wanna cry. But guess what? I push through that shit. I cry outside. Gangster, no gangster. Cry outside. Get through that shit. Because you ain't coming in the house until you get over that shit. Like I said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Until we understand how truly protected we are, I'm talking to my chosen people. Like, sometimes, like, we tend to forget. That's why I said, if you like me, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all watch my videos, you're not dumb. If you like me and you know what I'm talking about, tap in. Like, I'm so tired of feeling like I gotta speak in riddles to people because they don't understand me. Tap in. Like I said before, guys, do y'all shit. Get on y'all Zoom. There's so many people that don't want to see you guys get on your Zoom. I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous today, because I didn't know, like, that's another thing. I was getting sent energy of other people. Like, some people will come on my channel and they're like, damn, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to see this. And they'll send that. And it's like, instead of me paying attention to the comments that, like, damn, you're so dope, you're so pure, I'm paying attention to that. And that's what we tend to do on a day-to-day basis. We tend to pay attention to the people that pointed out every last flaw, that pointed out every last bad thing that they hated about us, instead of the people that said to you, yo, you're so beautiful, you're so dope, you're so talented. We don't give those people a second thought until it's too late. I'm guilty too. That's why I say we have to get on our Zoom and stay on our Zoom. If we see people in our lives that we love, we need to love on them. If we see people in our life that we don't like, we need to stop liking them. And simply remove ourselves. It's okay. There's no hard feelings and there's no hate. Sometimes I think when people remove themselves, or we remove ourselves from a situation, we tend to connotate that with like a bad, negative thing. And it's not. As we get older, we're going to learn that a lot of people ain't in our caliber or what we want in life. And the scary thing about that is, y'all, I don't mean to scare you or just bring out the negative points. I'm bringing out the points that nobody tells you, because when you grow up in this world, people are not going to just rush to tell you the right answers. They're not. You gotta figure that out. Being a young parent, I had to learn very quickly, like, this world is not all fun and games. Especially if you're from the hood, especially if you live in the hood. Like, it's a war zone. And it's the war on your mental first. It's a war on your spiritual mind. And what a lot of people don't understand is, before it's said and done, I've been saying this for a long time. And y'all don't get nothing else from this video. The world that we leave behind is the world that we're leaving our kids in, y'all. I mean, it's so serious. When you really truly think about the world that we're leaving behind, it's scary. Because it's like, damn, like, just from like the people, like you know how like many people have trust issues, trauma, PTSD, like, and they're walking around with hatred and just bitterness in their heart. And I'm not gonna lie, there's some days where I walk around with hatred in my heart, but I'm letting that go. Someone took my father when I was 3 years old, guys. I still deal with that. I still battle with that. But at the same time, I don't let it deal with me. I don't let it battle me. And that's what I feel like we need to focus on the rest of 2023. Instead of focusing on what you're battling, don't let it battle you. You go through your shit. Grow through your shit. You're gonna age so beautifully. Chef's kiss, I promise. I was so scared about people judging me, and now look, I'm getting on my Zoom. The progress is amazing. I cannot tell you guys, this shit does not happen overnight. Rome is not built in a day. I'm still building. Y'all can still build too. You know what I mean? Like, recently, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't been really having like a lot of content to give. Only for the simple fact that, like, it's not that I can't give you guys content. I just don't want to speak to you guys and teach all day, you know? I want you guys to see fun stuff, but it's like, I can't focus on the fun stuff right now because all the things that is like, you know what I mean? That's why I say, like, your environment is so important. Because a lot of y'all could be millionaires and could be doing the shit that y'all want to do. But y'all too focused on the stresses of your environment. It's real out here, y'all. That's why I tell y'all, stay prayed up. You don't want to be the woe is me type of person. It's one thing to understand that you got a hard situation in your life is a struggle, but it's another thing when you're always like, I can't do this right, or I can't get this right. Why is this always happening? Why is that always happening? Like, you don't want to be that person. And I know sometimes it's hard because you see social media and you see people's lives, and y'all, social media is like a home template. People not really living how they living, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, people are not really living how they really living on this platform.